Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Maliyah Heaven Dollar Rosa. Thank you for coming along and watching my video. So for today's video, I wanted to do something a little different, and I'm going to have like a talk through video, kind of like a little, chit chat gossip video. If you guys haven't already, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. And also don't forget to hit that notification bell so that way you guys are notified every time I have a new video, so that way you guys are in the loop with everything and you guys get to see everything firsthand. So let's spill the tea. So a question I always get asked a lot is how I got into the art of makeup. And it's crazy because if I look back at it, I really wasn't too big into makeup growing up as a child. I always, liked makeup as the femininity of it, and because I would see like all the pretty girls and like the pretty women, especially like my mom and my sisters, they would get all dolled up with makeup and stuff like that. I was very intimidated by makeup, to be honest. What got me started into makeup actually was the art form of it. I was more of an artist and I saw the art in makeup, and that's when I pursued makeup a little bit more. One of my childhood memories of getting into makeup would have to be I was a little child. I was a child, and I remember my mom, she was everything. She was bomb deezy, and she was just, every time she walked through a room, she was just fire. I was shook. I was gagging. I would gag. As a little kid, I would gag over my mom because she was just stunning. It was crazy because the most memorable memory I have is actually a crazy little awkward story. I remember one day, my mom back in the day, she has fair skin just like me. She had dark hair, but back in the day she had a little bit more of a brownier tone, like the normal brown tone, very like feathered out. You know how the girls did it back in the days, back in the 90s. So my mom, she wore this bright ass red lipstick and it was super cut. I'm telling you, I was shook when I would see that red lipstick, and that is one of the reasons why I'm so fascinated with the red classic lip. So just to give you guys a little swirl on how this red looked, I have kind of a dupe of it. I believe it was like a Revlon brand, so it was definitely a cream stick lipstick, not like this liquid lipstick, but the color was similar to something like. Let me show you guys a little swatch of how this red looked, because I was blind and it was stunning. So this is the red. This is the color. It was like a fire ass classic red, and I was living for it as a child. So one day my mom had took off, and what I wanted to do was I wanted to see how I would look in that classic red. So I had applied it on my lips, and remember, this was like a cream lipstick, so of course I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I just slapped it on my lips and called it a day, and sure enough, here comes my mom, and she looks at me, and I remember, she's coming home, and I remember like wiping it off, trying to like get everything off, wiping it off, wiping it off, wiping it off. And those of you who know lipstick, especially the older school lipstick, like those Maybelline ones, they don't come off with just a couple wipes. No. So what happened was my mom looked at me, and the first thing she did, she got a little piece of tissue, and she was like, and that's when I was caught. She caught me, yeah, she caught me, and of course I was in trouble for getting in the makeup, because those of you who know, and those of you who have kids, you do not want your kids or your little babies getting into makeup, right? So that was one of my first memories of makeup. But growing up, in high school, I didn't really experiment too much with makeup. I was a basic, a little bit of blush, a little bit of, mascara, minimal eyeliner, and that was pretty much it for me growing up in high school. Until I was like towards the end of high school, I started experimenting a little bit of color, and I started taking my artistry into it and started playing with it. Eventually I ended up at a makeup school called My Beauty Mark. Academy in Fontana, and I took a course there, got certified. But before then, you know, my friends were asking me like, oh, can you do my makeup, can you do my makeup? So I was always doing makeup, and I was like, why not clock a coin off of this? Because if I'm doing it, people are paying for it. So I started doing that. You know, I got my makeup certification so that way I can, you know, establish my credentials and kind of get a little bit more of knowledge and kind of network a little bit better. And I really enjoyed that experience. And up until now, you know, I've been a freelance makeup artist for some years now. I am very professional and I just love the art form of it. That's one of my, you know, main goals and one of my main aspirations, and that's another reason why I created this YouTube channel, so that way I can share my passion and my beauty with all of you, and that way I can give you guys everything that I know and help out as much as I can. So I'm really excited, and I would like to thank you guys for sitting down and hearing this little chit chat with me and gossiping with me and spilling the tea. So until next time, you guys, I will see you guys later in my next video. Stay blessed.